After days of delays and staggered releases of results, all of Lebanon's 128 seats in parliament have finally been named. The results were not without their surprises, with the Iran-backed Hezbollah party and its allies losing its majority. Hezbollah and Amal, the dominant Shia parties in the country, themselves did not lose any seats, but lost important seats when allies failed to win over their electorates in key districts. Gaining in this year's elections, however, was the right-wing Lebanese Forces, now the largest Christian bloc in parliament, formerly a title that belonged to the Free Patriotic Movement. And of course, massive wins for the anti-establishment candidates who won about a dozen seats, up from one in 2018. Many of those candidates were descendants of the country's 2019 revolution, where Lebanese took to the streets by the thousands to protest an elite ruling class. Despite the shifts in parliament, many Lebanese are still wondering how the shift will translate into everyday life in the country, which is deeply in need of radical change.
We hope for change, but we saw that all the people who went to the streets in October 2019 were accused of treason. It's hard to change the system, but we hope in the next elections we'll see even bigger and stronger results.
I am very happy with the elections. For sure there will be change. These new candidates, with the old candidates who have expertise, can help the country.
Lebanon has been facing a devastating economic crisis since 2019, which has seen the local currency in a freefall against the US dollar and large segments of the population fall into poverty. Lebanese banks have widely restricted dollar withdrawals, meaning most people have nothing to fall back on. For that reason, over 200,000 people have already left the country. Others were waiting to see what would happen on election day before making any decisions. The new parliament will soon have to choose a speaker, a cabinet, and in October, a president. Difficult tasks for a group that is now more fragmented than it has been in years. And of course, finalizing an IMF deal to inject much-needed cash in Lebanon. And as most Lebanese want, setting up basic infrastructure, getting subsidies back on basic goods, and creating a Lebanon that is safe for everybody.